Hey, we celebrating today the birthday of the King. He's our own, and we celebrate him for the world. We come to you live from Wakanda today, remembering that our King was slain some 52 years ago. And so today it's all about remembering the King, remembering his mission. And it's not a day off, it's a day on. I don't know about you guys, but we're going to talk about it today, how the struggle continues. Thanks, Colin Whittle. Good morning, Denver, Colorado. Good morning, New York City. Good morning to my listeners in LA, Florida. I see y'all. Mississippi, good morning to y'all. Thank y'all so much. Tanya Robinson, good morning to you. Detroit, Michigan, good morning. Thank y'all so much. Hey, I got a co-host in here today. I got my cameraman, Corey, over here over our shoulder. There him is. Big Corey right there, y'all. Then I got the genius herself. She's gonna be the voice of jazz on the mix. That's Miss Nia Williams. That's the prince of jazz right there. The princess of jazz. Swear to God. She know jazz too, and she know French.
That she's cultured.
That's right. She said French fries. That's what she said. She taught me in the word French fries. Super play. I don't know what it means. These are my papers. Good morning to y'all across the world. And over here is my antagonist.
Yes.
That's her. Professor Melba Miles.
Her here.
Her is here. We's up in here today, y'all. Celebrating the King. That's right. Eddie Bronson, South Carolina, good morning to you. Old Lady Gang, I see y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in today. It's our time to lead, y'all. Never hold your head down. It's time for you to take your rightful place in the world. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Good morning, Miss Bryant. Good morning to you, AD, man. I just want y'all to know we get it in today. We're celebrating the King. It's not a day off, it's a day on. To all of my friends tuning in, all of my federal workers, contractors, who's caught up into the mess and the minutia. Hey, y'all stay strong, y'all stay smart, and y'all stay ever vigilant to make sure you get what you deserve, okay? Because y'all got more heart than me, I swear to God. You ain't paying me and I gotta come to work. I'm gonna own the airport. I'm making them pay me for parking. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little different. That's why I couldn't be a slave. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Money Train. It's a hot, cold, freezing, bone cold Monday morning in the greatest city in America. This is Wakanda. We come to you live through America and throughout the world. I want to say good morning to all my international listeners. Good morning to my friend Maria over in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Good morning, Maria. Good morning to all of my listeners in Kumasi, Ghana, West Africa. Good morning to y'all. I want to say hey to all of my Birmingham, England listeners. Thank y'all for tuning in. Everybody in the Netherlands, Belgium, and all of the countries in Europe, thank y'all for tuning in. Cairo, Egypt, I see ya. Thank you, Toronto, Canada. I got in here today, I got a co-host extraordinaire. I'm going to say it like I want to say extraordinaire. I got a lady with one of the cutest smiles on earth. My buddy is her daddy. That's Nia Williams right here. Good morning, Nia.
Good morning.
She sound like a jazz. She said, good morning, DC. She just do it. But I brought the big cameras in. I got the man behind the lens. Big Corey, what's up, man?
Much. How's it going, everybody?
You can tell he sound like he got his tax returns already. Didn't he? What's going on, man? Catch mine out of December. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I want to say hey to all of my stateside listeners from coast to coast, sea to shine sea. Nia, can we say good morning to the East Coast?
Good morning, East Coast.
I want to say hey to all of our listeners in our special place called Brooklyn, New York. That's Paula, Rihanna, Tiana, LaShonda, Randall, and baby girl Ramaya. They're listening to us right now in Brooklyn, New York. Can we say good morning to Brooklyn?
Good morning, Brooklyn.
Look at she got a smile on her, don't she? She be cheesy. Good morning to Brooklyn, and we got New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey in here today. Thank y'all for tuning in. All of my family members up in Pittsburgh, good morning to y'all. Want to say hey to all of my friends in St. Louis. Thank y'all for calling me. Let me know y'all listening. Want to say hey to all of my listeners in the DMV. That's DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Thank y'all for tuning in. North Carolina, please throw your hands up to Michelle Blackwell and all of my friends in Burlington, North Carolina. Thank y'all for holding us down. Want to say hey to Grumpy DJ up in Charlotte, North Carolina, and one of my biggest supporters up there. That's WorldFidelityLife.com. If you're not insured, let them insure you. That's my friend Leon and Elena Elliott, my favorite people in Charlotte. Thank y'all for supporting the Money Train right here on the Mix. Want to say hey to all of my listeners in Fayetteville, North Carolina. That's Pamela Lama and the Allen crew. Thank you, Pam. Want to say hey to South Carolina this morning. Andrews, South Carolina, the home of my buddy AD. Good morning, Andrews. He wanted me to shout out his folks down in Andrews, South Carolina. Y'all send me a little something. Put it on my PayPal. They rich down there, boy. Them black folk got a whole heap of money. You know what a whole heap of money is, Nia? Have you ever heard of a whole heap of money?
No.
See, you just spoiled. You know what I'm saying? Whole heap of money. Look at her. She ain't never heard. Y'all people don't know this. A whole heap of money. That's a whole heap of it. That's 2 months worth of income right there. A whole heap. You got to know this stuff.
Well, I know it now.
You went to school in
I
Memphis.
learned
These are Memphis, Tennessee words. She smiled as she, no, sir. No, I've never heard of that. Right. So, good morning to all of my listeners in the Sunshine State of Florida. Thank y'all for tuning in. My big aunt Hat, my aunt Hat, she don't play. Y'all better call my name. I'm calling your name up, and I'm going to send you a little something with my number for, okay? You know what I'm saying? That's my aunt Hat down there in St. Pete. Pinellas County, shout out to y'all. Want to say hey to all of my West Coast listeners. Can we say good morning to the West Coast?
What's up, West Coast?
She knows some people over
She
there.
got excited.
She got
I just want to go.
She got excited. About
Yeah,
West
she
Coast.
got real excited.
East Coast was like, hey, this East Coast.
East Coast. But she-
West Coast, hey.
West Coast. What part of West Coast you want to go to?
Cali.
All right, I want.
We got some
hey,
Cali listeners.
we got Cali listeners,
Yes.
and we want to send Nia. Anybody send a plane ticket after the.
I'm on the receiving.
You know, she
She
want
said
to
she
go.
received it.
She said she wants to go, and listen, we gonna make that happen for after this shutdown. And you don't want to fly right now. It's some people disgruntled. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know. If somebody's wasn't blessed, I'll go through.
I'll catch the bus. I ain't flying right now. It's some people mad at their
There's no way
job.
I'm catching the bus.
You ain't no way.
Yeah,
Listen,
no.
there's no way I'm flying
No.
right now, and people not getting paid. They not worried about my saying. You can't tell me if I'm on the job
The
and
pilot
you
getting paid.
No.
you ain't paid me in 30
The
days.
pilot getting
Right,
paid.
probably
No. I'm talking about the guy that's watching the plane on that dot on the screen. He ain't really
I
watching.
don't know. I think he still realizes some other people's lives on that
Yeah.
plane.
Okay.
I think he's still on
Y'all really believe in that right now?
I do.
Cautious.
Y'all really believe in that
Yeah.
right now?
Because that's liability.
Listen.
They'll come back to you. That's why they can't.
I seen birds, like, they said, look, we grounded. We ain't flying this. They flying reckless out here. Birds done got the word. No, these folks ain't getting paid. They said, we laying down. These planes, they finna go to cutting the fool after 30 days. Come on now. Really? On your job right now, could they not pay you for 30 days and you gonna go in there and good attitude.
We're not gonna put her on the spot.
I'm gonna put her on the
We're not
spot.
gonna put her on the spot.
30 days, you ain't got no job. You ain't got no money.
Somebody from her office listening.
30 days. I'm gonna ask Big Corey, what's up? 30 days.
Oh no.
You can't not pay me in 24 hours.
Right.
24 hours.
Don't answer that, girl.
Whatever in there that's equal to my check going with me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever my check is in 24 hours, that was going with me.
Probably a week.
I'm serious, because if I was TSA and you ain't paid me in 30 days, I'm going to be having some x-ray scanners, some magnetometers, all that's going to be sold at the house. They're going to be calling me like, DC, can you please bring these magnetometers back up in here, man? Hey, they're going to buy them back from me. You're not going to cut my check like that. I don't know. Listen, that's why I couldn't be a slave. I just don't believe in going with rules that don't benefit me. How this rule going to benefit me? Huh? Come on now. They're going to, come on.
Of course, I respond to authority. But something like that, here's a different way that you could talk to me.
So you couldn't have been one?
No.
I know I could.
I would have talked back easily.
I
Multiple times.
Oh, yeah.
Multiple times.
So you would have went off. You'd be like, what?
I'm sorry.
She would have went off all quiet,
I'm
though.
sorry. We can try this again, because you're not going to find me. So,
Imagine.
That's her going off.
Hey, but
That's her going off.
listen. I got to tell the audience what we just said.
That's her going off.
Wait. That was so funny right there. I'm going to tell y'all what she said. She said, responding to me, she said, she couldn't have been a slave because they couldn't have talked to her like that. How would you have responded if slave?
So, hold on.
Welcome to the microphone.
Listen, because we can do this another way. I'm going to put another way. You can tell me what you need, what you want, because we ain't got to do all that extra stuff.
That's her going off. That's her going off.
Let's try it again, okay?
Redirect.
There? No.
That is so
That's
funny
her going
to
on.
me. That is so funny. That is so
What
funny.
we do on today?
Oh man, that is so funny to me. Look, I need you to go pick that cotton today, now, Nia.
Okay.
Get.
You can see the tone. You can ask me. Today, I'm going to need you to go pick the cotton. Okay.
Nia said, she's like, hey, listen, how you want to be? Mr. Master? How you want to be called?
Right.
Right.
Master, whatever. Let's get an understanding. Like, we can exchange the names, exchange the instructions.
But all that yellow. Right, but that yellow one don't work for you.
No, bring it down. It's not necessary.
I know I couldn't. I just know that I couldn't. The topic of the show, and I thought about this yesterday, that I wanted to, we're living in a time that's on par to be those times in the 60s that we know as the civil rights struggle. We're seeing that in real time today. And I would like to know from a young person's perspective, how do you see it?
As far as like,
We see blatant, it's blatant today.
okay.
We seen I'm going to give you some cases. South Georgia, I think it was Camilla, Georgia, somewhere down there. I don't want to call the town and be wrong. Young man, mother owned a daycare and after school program. He was found guilty of raping these black kids that was in his mother's care. And a judge said, I can't see myself sending you to prison for multiple serial rape. I'm going to give you 30 days in county jail.
You was Caucasian?
Right.
Yes. We saw that happen. We saw a Baptist minister kill an unarmed man in your lifetime in Charleston, South Carolina, who was a police officer, shot him in the back. Walter Scott walked up to him and tried to throw a taser by his body. This is a man of the gospel. Shot him in the back. Police officer. And then the story that he told was totally different from what the video showed. We saw that in our lifetime. We saw in your lifetime a man standing outside of a store being choked to death because he was accused of selling a loose cigarette. We've seen that in your lifetime. And we watched this man lose his life in real time. We saw in your lifetime Philando Castile lose his life because he said, I'm armed, I got a concealed carry permit, and I'm reaching to get my wallet. And he get killed. And a judge say the officer was justified. He shouldn't have moved so fast. We saw in your lifetime in Tulsa, Oklahoma, a man walking away from a police that pulled a gun on him with his hands up, Crothers. And he walked back to the car and he got his hands up, and the judge said because he moved his head towards her and she was yelling at him, he turned his head towards her. That was perceived as a threat, and she was justified in shortening his life, or killing him. So we're on par with the same things that we were talking about with Dr. King. Unjust murders of people. That's, that was discrimination 101 when I was growing up. It was discrimination 101, and we see it time and time again. How do young people view this time? Are you okay with it? We good?
I think we're angry. I think we're just as angry as people back then were. I definitely don't think we're as active. I feel like it takes like some kind of big thing to kind of amp us up, because I know back in school, went to University of Memphis, we did a march downtown, and we had shut down the bridge that connects from Memphis to Arkansas. So I mean, that was like our major big thing. But I mean, they did the same thing in Atlanta, how they had the big march downtown. So I feel like, every city was just kind of following suit. But I mean, of course, I don't think we're okay with it. It's just it's still that risk of. I definitely don't think we're as risky as people back in the day were, because we're not willing to just get arrested for anything. Like back in the day, they really didn't care. I go to jail for these. Okay. Nowadays, I got a job. I go to work. I gotta make this money.
That is so true.
So I think we're not as risky, but I mean, there's always, between my friends, between other people I know, there's always open dialogue about this. There's always it's always a concern. It's always in the forefront of our minds. I think we're just
not as active.
Yeah.
Why do you think? I know you say jobs. Okay, people got jobs, and so young people are not willing to lose their job or anything, but the conditions are still the same. I know we have, people have making more money than, we think that people are making more money than they do today. Right. And so, what do you think the answer is going forward, though, as a community and as a country? How do we solve this enigma called racism in America? Because marching is not going to solve it. We can tell you that right now. It's not going to happen.
It's hard to say, because I feel like it's a two-way thing. Like it's not just what we can do, but it's what other people are going to do as well. So it's like, if we're going to act right, you have to act right too. And I feel like there's maybe like there's still, I feel like there's just still a tenseness between races, as much as some people may say.
Right. Do you think that that's a real thing, that we're a post-racial society? Do you think that's real?
What, not saying that?
Right. Because there's some people walking around like that. I got them in my family. That, they make above average income, and they're like, okay, you live in a fallacy. There's no racism. It's just you not doing extra this and that. And I say, okay, so where does all of this stuff come from?
You can't ignore that because there are facts, there are situations, there are incidents. So you may not see it, you may not be experienced it in your life, but there are other people that have experienced it, so we can't just ignore it and say it's not there or it's not happening. It just happened the other day.
Right.
So
I've learned something, Nia. And I learned this from the Yana Van Zandt. Yana Van Zandt taught me that in order to solve a problem or to start working on an issue in your life, in your community, you have to call a thing a thing.
Right.
And in our community, we are so accustomed to being slapped around, beat around, dogged out, mistreated, and treated unjust that we used to it.
Right.
Here's something Dr. King said in the mountaintop speech, right? Was, I just want you to do what you said on paper. Just do that. That's basic.
Right.
Right? Fairness is the basic form of humanity. It's just being fair. It's nothing extraordinary, right? And for 400, August the 20th of this year will be 400 complete years. 1619 to 2019 will be 400 complete years of blacks in America being exchanged as a commodity, right? And for 400 years, I know I'm older than you, and Melba's older than both of us. And for 400 years, we have yet to receive the basic form of humanity of fairness.
Right.
If anybody has experienced fairness in America on a constant basis in this system, hit me up. If it's been fair across the board. If you've experienced that basic form of humanity, hit me up. If I'm wrong, then you tell me I'm wrong. But that's where it starts. We got to call a thing a thing.
Right.
And you got to ask yourself, what is it about me, if you're the person that's not being fair, that I just can't be fair? Can't be fair. Won't be fair. Don't even try to be fair. Huh? I don't need them to acknowledge it. Facts are facts. Facts, and they don't lie. Facts don't lie. Saying, hey, man, that fairness thing, we just don't do that. You know what I'm saying? We got to call thing, man. This fairness thing, that just ain't our thing. Fairness. You know, and we can go from there. You know, and I'm cool with it. I understand it totally. And I just want to see the mind of this new generation of how do they deal with it. What, you know.
Very high rise in entrepreneurship, which I applaud. Do what you do your side hustle, do whatever you love. I think that's definitely important to, build your passion, do what you're passionate about, take a leap of faith, and try to build it and share it with others.
You just like, yeah.
Yeah, because I know I'm not the type of person that wants to own my own business.
Okay.
I don't have that where I want to build. At least I don't right now. It may come later in life, baby. I don't know what the Lord will drop in my spirit. But as of now, I don't have that desire
to own a business. Why not? You don't want the responsibility?
I just don't. There's nothing that I just.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
At least
right. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
And your goals.
Right.
I don't want to, and I feel like sometimes there's a shaming for people who don't want to own.
No, it's not. You got to know your lane. If you know that, hey, everything, that's not your passion, that's not your desire, I would strongly recommend that you not do it. If
like in college, like I've known some people, I don't want to go to college. I don't know about college. Figure it out
right
before you have to pay that money, because that's a commitment.
Right.
College is a commitment. That's okay if it's not for everybody. Just figure out what it is that you love and what you want to do.
Right. Well, we impressive, Miss Nia Williams. She's a genius in my book, and we're holding it down on this Martin Luther King Monday, right here on the Money Train. Want to shout out all of the West Coast. Want to say good morning to everybody from Seattle, Washington, down to San Diego, California, celebrating this King holiday. All of my friends in Arizona, Ogden, Utah, All of my buddies over in Nevada, thank y'all. Tulsa, Oklahoma, thank you. Omaha, Nebraska, thank you. To all of my listeners in Texas this morning, I thank you. This portion of the Money Train is brought to you by Big Daddy Soul Food, 5595 Old National Highway. It's homemade, authentic, made from scratch soul food. If you hadn't tried Big Daddy's, you hadn't tried original soul food. Voted #1 in the city of Wakanda and also throughout the state of Georgia. You guys go by today and try them or give them a call to place an order. That's 678-857-5191. That's 678-857-5191. Good morning. Welcome back to the Mix. That's the MI, the XX, the 106radio.com. It's the Money Train with your main man, DC. We're here celebrating the King. It's the national holiday for Atlanta's own Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. It's a national holiday. Not a day off, but a day on. In here today with the extraordinary Miss Nia Williams. She was in here doing the break telling us about, her experiences in her second home. She went to college in a little place called Memphis, Tennessee. All of us call it Pimpin', Tennessee. Because, we got family there. Memphis was the last city to let go to Jerry Curl. They was. They held on as long as they could, man. The company had to stop making it. Memphis wasn't going to let go. But so she's in here talking about her town. She was telling me all the spots. Tell us about. Shout out Memphis. Go ahead.
I might say, man, what's up? Gotta shout out one time for the one time. Memphis, Tennessee. What's good? What's really good? Shout out Ching's Hot Wings, 1264 Getwell Road. Shout out to my AEC. Shout out to my Uncle Live, my Aunt Stacy, Christian, Hannah, Mariah, Keisha, Raven, Olive, Josh. Who got Corey back there in the kitchen?
Okay.
Shout out
to the whole family.
To the whole.
What do you like over there at Ching's?
Woo! Let's see. I got a few combinations I like to do. Sometimes I might be feeling the lemon pepper with the honey gold drizzle. Sometimes I might be feeling
with the honey gold drizzle.
Honey gold drizzle.
Are you girl?
Drizzle.
They do that.
Yes.
At Ching's. So you're saying right here unequivocally, I just want to know, because I got a lot of people listening to you, that Ching did not steal my honey gold drizzle recipe. I just want to know from you. Because you're part of this thing.
I didn't even know you had a honey gold drizzle. Yes, you knew lemon pepper, honey gold drizzle.
That thing be good.
Honey hot lemon pepper sprinkle. You can drizzle on your fries. You can do that.
Y'all drizzle on the fries?
Yes, we'll drizzle it on the fries.
Okay.
Put a little cheese on the fries.
Hush your mouth now. Stop playing. Corey just walking around, he nervous. Tell her she missing one more thing up here, girl. Hey, y'all got to mail us something. Ching, you got to put something. Y'all got to put something in FedEx. Yeah, man, y'all better call them folks. So Ching's is the thing in Memphis.
Ching's is the thing.
Over there on Get Well Road.
Yes.
What about that G?
That G Street Punch?
Yeah. What you know about that?
Delish.
It is. Who make it?
Not all the employees know how to make it. It's just a few that my auntie has taught to be able to.
So who came up with it?
My auntie.
Lisa came up with the recipe. And you don't even know what's in it. It might be illegal. I'm telling you, the people are hooked on this stuff. It might be illegal. Vince, holla at Nisa, man. See what she doing up in there, man. Nisa got everybody on Get Well. You know what I'm saying? They reselling the punch. What's up in this punch, man? You know what I'm saying? It is good, huh? Right. They've been in business 20 years. Isn't that amazing? That is amazing. They've been around 20 years.
Back to that entrepreneurship and taking a leap of faith.
Take a leap of faith. That's right. So you worked there for a whole year.
For a year, my last year.
Did you enjoy it?
I did.
What did you learn?
Oh man, definitely more patience. Definitely learn patience.
I'm laughing because I know the area. That's
Listen, I definitely learned some patience up in there. Definitely learned some more listening skills and a little coordination because you may have to check this order, but then they want you to take this order, or you may have to check this order, run back to the kitchen and get an order. So definitely
had to do all that.
All of it.
Right.
It was fun. Every shift was fun.
What do you say to any young person out there on how being a part of a family-owned business, how it impacted your life? What would you say to a young person?
Oh man, if anything, it definitely made me closer with my family, and that was one of the things I will honestly say I was kind of scared to work there, just because I feel like I've heard so many horror stories of what it's like working with family. So I was kind of scared to do that, but after I got in there, it was great. Because me and my family, we're pretty tight knit anyways.
Right.
Me and my cousins, we stay rolling.
Right.
So it was just like more time to be able to spend with them. Of course, got to tend to the people, but it was still lots of conversations, lots of love, lots of laughs, lots of good food.
Right.
So
right.
it was great.
Right.
It was great.
So you enjoyed the camaraderie,
Oh,
the laid back family atmosphere.
Yeah, and that's like our family, and even those who may not be like our blood relatives, we still call them family. We still bring them in as family. We still love them. All that.
Right. So you got. All right, we're gonna just disregard that phone call. So you got family members and friends that are really, really tight to you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
In Memphis and in Atlanta.
Yes.
And then you said, you want to say this on camera? About your boyfriend being a hater. He just about me.
Oh, I'll call him right now.
You say he be hating on Memphis?
He was saying Atlanta got better when he said
We do. And we got it. Now Memphis got that barbecue. They bust your head with that barbecue now. Ribs, I think everybody that's a class that everybody got to take in Memphis. You're going to learn to cook some ribs in Memphis. That's just, I don't care who you is. I'm telling you, the average place tastes better than anywhere else. They specialize in that. So, but the wings though, come on, we've been doing wings for a long time.
Somebody let me know where to get some wings, because my boyfriend took me to Best Wings, and that was pretty good. But I got the honey hot wings, and their honey hot sauce, it made me think of another restaurant in Memphis that tasted the same way.
Well, Memphis people, they known to come to Georgia and steal ideas. Yeah, they come in here on them horse and buggies. I'm just playing. Now. I want you to swing on me. I'm too old.
I did learn a little bit about that in Memphis.
Yeah, they throw them hands in Memphis.
I went to Atlanta, little shy quiet girl. Came out, what's up?
Yeah, they throw them hands in Memphis now. That's for real. They throw them hands early. 8-year-old boy jumped on me. I told his mama, I said, look, lady, I ain't got no money to stop begging. He put them hands on me. I said, go on, give her this money, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Really good.
They throw them hands up in Memphis, man. They not playing with you. Right. So we're in here on King Holiday today. We've been talking about some of the stuff in our community. Tell me some of the things, just 3 things that you would love to see change in our community.
Wow.
We're just having a family discussion. 3 things that you as a young person would say, hey, man, we can do better than this.
I would love to see us stop stereotyping
our own self.
Yeah, and stereotyping our own black people. I feel like there's a lot of that happening.
That's sad, ain't it?
Yeah.
They do.
I don't like
that. I swear to God, they do that now.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Just because you see him riding down the street on a bike, that don't mean he just came from doing something bad or he on the way to mess up something.
Right.
He could just be out here riding his bike.
Right.
That could be the same as judging somebody.
You can be honest.
It could be an insecurity thing.
Insecurity thing, I agree.
It could just be, and it could be them just being on guard.
Right.
And just not knowing any better. That's really all I can say.
All right, that, and then 2 more things. What else?
Another thing I continuing to uplift other women. I think there is a lot of that going. Well, there can be a lot of tearing down. There's a lot of building up as well, but
Right.
I think there's also a lot of tearing down. So just continuing to build each other up and learning the difference. And this is something I can honestly say between gossiping and just like what we just having a conversation. So when you start talking about other people and it becomes bad, because I know for me I pull back from conversations like that sometimes.
When people talking about other people.
Yeah, like what?
It depends now.
It
depends now.
It does depend.
If you talking about somebody's personal life, I'm not with that.
Yeah.
But if you talking about something like Ari in the news every day,
True.
I'm gonna say something about that.
True.
Because he is an infamia in our family, in the community. Because of his talents and his genius, people have turned a blind eye to his to this sickness that he's involved in. And here's the thing that people are not looking at when it comes to him. Because I don't get into how much celebrities make money and who's sleeping with who and all of that. It's situations like his situation I'll comment on. And I'll comment on his thing on my show because he has a real problem.
He does.
And we have a problem because we've ignored and turned a blind eye because of his talent and his genius. And here's the thing. To prove the sickness, this man is under tremendous pressure. The record label saying, you shut off.
Yep.
And everybody else is saying, we cutting you off. Still to this day, the light has not come on, and people around him have not advised him, man, just walk away from them girls, man. You're going to lose everything. He's still holding on to girls. He's still housing these women. That shows you how bad the sickness is. Because under all of this immense pressure, anybody in their right mind would have said, I got to get away from this thing. I
think it's become like a mental, because he's brainwashed them so much. Because looking at the documentary, like towards that end part, it can be on them if they want to leave or not. Like if you want to leave,
right,
you can.
Here's the point though: if somebody, if somebody is saying you are doing this to women, and they're accusing me of something, right? And all the women that I've been around, they saying he doing it to the women that's there. I will have them, and listen, please leave me. I don't want people to feel like, and I ain't living my life trying to please nobody. My point is, I don't want that stigma on me because that's not who I am. And so I'm going to distance myself from you. I'm going to distance myself from all of this stuff because I know who I am. When you got a sickness, it's hard for you to stop that sickness. If you smoking crack and somebody accuse you, man, you smoking crack, you might cuss them out today, but you're going to find that pipe tonight. You laugh. I'm tired. This is my friend right here. Vince, your daughter here giggling. Boy, you finding that rock. You finding that crack rock, man. And his thing is, they are his crack rock. He got power and control of their mind. And it's a power thing for him. Leave all of this behind. He cannot do it because the sickness got him. Right. All them enablers. Let me tell you something. R. Kelly is our Catholic church in our community. And everybody that assists him is assisting him in harming our community. And everybody that assisted him need to go to jail. They need to get every day that he gets. And the reason why I'm saying that is because there is absolutely no mercy to the child molester. There's absolutely no mercy to the pedophile. That's what I'm saying. And so when people enable people like that, I don't feel sorry for them. You can't make me feel sorry for them because listen, if you get hyped on, being intimate with women, you can go to Nevada and spend all the money you need. And it's legal. And ain't nobody gonna accuse you. You ain't going to jail. They of age. They got license to do it. You can be there 24 hours. You know, if that's what you into. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, with that kind of money, I'm asking why you ain't in Nevada if you just like women.
Right.
Come on, man. And then you can go get all the 21-year-olds you want. Yeah, come on, man. That's Chester all day. What else? I went into it. That's about all I'm going to say about that. Now, I don't get into nobody else's business. Beyonce and Nicki and all that. I don't care nothing.
All that.
I don't care about what they do. I really don't. They can pump up, do all that stuff. Don't have nothing to do with me.
That's true. That's true. I just be interested.
You be interested?
I just be interested.
I ain't worried about them folks, man.
I feel like, what you got going on? What you got going on?
No, man. No. I never was. I'm always interested in what I'm doing, how I can do greater. Now, if somebody getting some money or building some businesses or they into something that I'm into,
How you do that?
How you do that? Because I'm what they call a tacit learner. When I see you doing something that interests me, I'm trying to learn all I can on that to get that money.
Her and Jay, they built an empire.
Over $1 billion.
Yes, like.
But you don't want that. That takes work. That's entrepreneurship.
True. But I still just like hearing the story.
Mm-hmm.
Like I am interested in something, just like hearing, you know, like how, like okay, that's cool. Like you did that, just what, you know.
Mm-hmm. So it does interest you.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Listen, we got to take this next break. I'm in here with the irrepressible Miss Nia Williams.
I'm on SAT word.
Yeah, that's a big one. You know, I just learned how to read in 2018. I'm telling you, that Cat in the Hat changed my life. It really did. And I'm on green eggs and ham right now. Boy.
Ooh, wait till you get to
which one? Which one?
Red, what is it? Left foot, right foot.
That's my next one. Don't make me start crying.
Something like that.
I'm telling you, don't you do it.
Midnight moon.
Wait a minute. See, Neil be here cutting up, man. You know what I'm talking about? She finna be the princess of jazz up here on the mix in the next couple of weeks. Y'all keep it locked and listening to the Money Train right here on the MI, the XX, the 106radio.com. Train ride. Welcome back to the mix. That's the MI, the XX, the 106radio.com. We are over here in the studios with the irrepressible Miss Nia Williams. I won't say this for the record. She just like her dad. You know what I'm saying? It's between the breaks. It's between the songs when the trueness come out. So listen, Nia, you and I talked, and you said jazz is your thing.
Yes, I love jazz.
And you gonna bring jazz to the mix? You giving me your word right now. Everybody watching you, Nia. You gonna bring jazz to the mix. You gonna have a jazz show.
Yes.
Okay, you know, you can be the queen of jazz in Atlanta, you know.
Listen, I'll take the title.
All right, so what form of jazz do you like? The smooth jazz, the little, you know, like the lady that was at the community center. We had talked about this. Hold on. I'm gonna give you, because we got to talk about this. Let me tell y'all something. I've been started off as King Holiday, so I had to get that in. And we're gonna play some more on the King, you know, Holiday. We've been getting it in, but Corey, Vince sat in this your chair right now, and her daddy, and Vince. Yes, we opened up our first ever community center, and he played it down. I'm talking about he didn't go over the top. He didn't. We done did it. He didn't do none of that. He was. We want y'all to come out. We worked really, really hard. I get there, and they have, man, that place puts Union City. They done elbow all the haters out their way, man. This place is over the top. It is, I don't know how they dreamed of this, but it is, am I wrong?
No, you're not.
Where is it located?
It is beyond beautiful. It's over the top. They never had a community center. And they built one out of an old elementary school, or it was a Georgia Military College.
It was the Union City Elementary School. And then, yes, you're right, it was the
Georgia
Military
College, right.
And so they were able to restore some of the old buildings from the elementary school. They restored the floors and, you know.
When I tell you what they built and revamped over there, they done knocked out all the haters, period. Point blank, period. I'm not saying it because it was new. I'm telling you because they put thought into this.
Mm-hmm.
They got an auditorium in the building. They got a full gymnasium in the building. They got a full conference center in the building. They got activity rooms. They got a cafeteria in this building. When I saw this thing, I was like, are y'all kidding me? They put it in. I'm talking about when he played it down Thursday when he came in. Yes, we just doing, we took the stakeholders' money and we just did the. And when I went there, I was so blown away from what he had done, what the city had done. It takes vision to move a whole city forward. And that community center, the revamping of the police department, and a number of other things that they're doing proves that if you have a city and leadership with vision, you ain't got to wait on they. Because you the they that you've been waiting on. And they got it. They got a perfect combination over there. Now, what were you going to say? I done been a cheerleader. I'm sorry. I was so blown away, though.
Wow, what was I going to say?
I'm sorry. I did. You don't even remember. But were you blown away? Were you surprised?
I was, because I of course heard him talk about it, and I know he was super excited about it. So to see it, it's really nice.
He was cheesy.
He was so happy. My mom was happy. The council was happy. I think everybody was happy to see it. Everybody was happy to be there.
I was sitting around real low key.
You talking about the violinist?
Right, the lady. I got her. I'm having her over here. Yeah, I'm having her over here. Yep. I got her card and everything. Right, so they had a violinist there. They had the step team, the senior steppers. They had them. They had karate classes. They had somebody doing a live performance in the auditorium. They had stuff going on there. They had a sip and paint. Well, I always say sip and paint.
Yeah. I was gonna say, but I was like,
I didn't see them sip, but I saw them painting.
I saw some paint.
But they think about it, man. Think about it. Out of all the people that live in the city, it shows you with real leadership what you can do with the stakeholders' money. You can listen. Everybody, we gotta do this for this department and police department. When you look at 3,350,000,000 people in America, right? And less than a million, just a little bit over 1 million people go to jail. That means we really don't have a major over-the-top crime problem. You trying to create something that really ain't, you need to invest more money in community development instead of prisons and punishment development. Do you understand what I'm saying? And when they put this creative money together for this community, Union City is going to be enriched because of it. Them kids, another generation, got some hope coming about them. Them kids they were happy as they were so happy.
Yep. I know they're really happy to have somebody play their games. They did the basketball games that same day.
Right. 110 years, they never had a community center. In 110 years, it took somebody with some leadership and some vision to say, hey, man, why can't we have this in our community? And I hope they keep building more and more community centers because they hit a home run on this first one. Swear to God. I'm gonna do something at the community center. I swear to God. What about you, Corey? You want to do something at the community center?
Yeah, that'd be a good thing. Corey's
so rich, he'll say yeah to anything. I swear to God. Our Kenneth said, can I come back, man, with 4 girls? Yeah, just come on back. Corey say yeah to anything. He will. He got so much.
Oh my God.
He got so much money. He rich. He black and rich. He own a car dealership.
What?
Yeah, Mr. Corey own a used car dealership. He's a real estate investor. What else, Corey?
Doing this media thing.
You got a media company.
Work as an IT.
IT guy. Right. And he sell blowout picks for your teeny weeny afros. He do that too. She didn't have to laugh. I'm telling Nia laugh in your face. She don't wait on the giggle. She don't conceal her giggle. She ain't got a concealed giggle permit.
I try sometimes. It depends on where I am.
She don't hold her giggle, man. You do that at your job too, Nia.
What?
I ain't gonna tell them where you work, but do you do it job something funny? You just they just tell you go and walk out. Just go on. Somebody come in and look crazy at the job. Nia, go on. Go on, Nia.
No, sometimes I just hide under my desk. I just act like I'm getting stuff with you.
She don't conceal her giggle.
That's inside.
That's right. So listen, shout out to Union City. Shout out to Vince Williams, man. Yeah, so shout out to UC, man. Y'all have knocked it out of the park. Shout out to Councilwoman Neely, the other council lady. Miss Shayla Neely. I'm going to have her on the show. And what's the other lady? She been there the longest.
Angelette.
Yeah, Angelette. Shout out to my girl Angelette. She'll swing on somebody. She's straight Southwest. She'll bust. And she been at the council meeting still hollering, shouting, Sade! I said, hold on, Angelette. We got these cameras out here. She'll holler, shout on me. She will. That's why I like her. That's why they keep re-electing her, because she'll holler, shout at Angelette is something else. And I saw her Saturday. Shout out to her. Representative Derek Jackson was there. Yeah. Shout out to Derek, man. Got to have you on the show. I swear to God, man, because they had the who's who. But the media didn't knock down the door, though. We were the only ones out there live, man. But that's all you need. When you got the mix, you got it all, boy. I'm saying. I had almost 1,000 people looking at Vince over the weekend, man. They were saying, there go the mayor. He the man on the south side of Atlanta. I swear to God, man. You can't do nothing over here without talking to him. You got to come talk to him. And if you do something crazy, he going to laugh in your face, people. I'm saying, he don't know how to conceal his giggle. He just don't. He going to look at you and say, God bless you now. But that's funny. He is my friend. He is my buddy. Swear to God, man. So shout out to them. I got my, listen, this young lady right here, when y'all hear her, what night you going to be on? I'm letting you choose your night.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
All right, what night?
Okay. So as of right now, for sure, I know
Wednesday night.
Let's start off with Wednesday and Friday first. I'm a little hesitant about Saturday because as usual, I have date nights with my boyfriend because he works at the hospital night shift.
What are you, a surgeon or something?
Yeah, he's CNA nurse.
He gonna get there though.
Yeah, he's in school right now for respiratory therapy.
Okay.
He graduates in December.
Okay, gonna get that RN. He in the game, man. Yeah. Y'all gonna, hey, it's time. Let's go see man. What? Shout him out. Go on, shout him out. You know what I'm saying, boy.
Let me get this on here. Shout out to my boyfriend, Nate Thomas.
Miss Thomas.
Miss Thomas out there.
Let's put that name out there. Nia Thomas. I'm
playing this. Hey. Speak it. I believe in speaking things to the atmosphere. Let's do it.
I'm just playing Nate Thomas. Nate. All right, man. We gonna see him up here at the mix.
I did tell him. I told him he's gonna have a father one night.
Yeah, he got to.
So maybe I'll do it Saturday.
Yeah, like when you're interviewing, when you get, once you get your show going, whatever, you start interviewing jazz artists. Yeah. Bring them up here so you meet the who's who. I bring people in when I'm bringing in some A-listers.
Yes.
I bring the people up in here. Yeah, bring Nate up in here and take pictures. Because people gonna invite you to stuff.
Yes, he's the voice.
Yeah, because I'm going to the NFL prayer breakfast, which would with the mayor.
I think my dad going to that.
Right, I'm going with the mayor and everything. And he told me it's okay if I want to wear my hair. I'm gonna put it on. Throw it on. I'm gonna have the barge, the chica. I'm finna take a break. Nia, you're not gonna sit here and laugh in my face like this. I'm not gonna have this going.
At least it's in your face.
I'll tell you.
It'll be later too.
You wrong for that. I'm telling y'all, man. Nia Williams and Corey with her. I got them both in on the King holiday play hating. Y'all play hating on King Day. This is something else. We in the studios of the Mix. That's the MIXX, the 106 radio. This portion of the money train is brought to you by the People's Champs. That's Attorney Brian Paul and Associates. You've been hurt or injured in a truck wreck, car wreck, at no fault of your own. You need to call the People's Champs. Call the Notorious, one of the greatest lawyers in all of Georgia, Jamie Cox. You call her today at 44287-2363. That's 44287-2363. They are the People's Champs. You keep it locked and listening to the Money Train with your main man, DC, on the Mix. Good morning. We're back on the Mix. That's the MIXX, the 106radio.com. I'm in here with this phenomenal lady. What can we expect? I got Nia Williams in here. She's the voice of the jazz. Is it gonna be smooth jazz? Is it traditional jazz? What's it gonna be?
It's gonna be a mix of jazz, cause I don't claim to know everything about jazz, cause I don't. But just from what I experienced the different jazz I love, like you said, like smooth jazz. I love slow jazz, a little vocals on it. You know, just some of everything, just to make you feel good, just make you feel.
At 20 something, what got you into jazz though? You know, at 20, y'all into young this and
register. And honestly, like I'm kind of disconnected from that. Like
you're not into the hip hop scene.
I mean, I like hip hop, but just like okay. So I went to a Hawks game with my dad, and of course, I knew who Quavo was. You know, that love. You know, I knew who he was.
You knew who was?
Quavo from
Migos.
That?
From who?
From Migos.
Oh. Right.
I knew who Quavo was.
Right.
But on the end, it was I think his name was Lil Baby.
Who?
Lil Baby. Yeah, and I had to do a little video, and I had to send it to my best friend. And shout out to Tier and Memphis, love you.
Tier.
Miss Tier, period.
Okay, Tier, period.
Miss Tier, period. I had to send it to her, and I was like, sis, is this Gunna or Lil Baby? Which one? I don't know. And she was like, that's Lil Baby, sis. That's Lil Baby.
Okay, I don't know none of that.
See?
I'm lost.
I didn't know either. I had to verify it. So yeah, but got into jazz because I was in one of my journalism classes, and one of my classmates, he was doing some of the sports radio.
Okay.
He just made an announcement. He was like, hey, you know, we need some help at the radio station. If y'all are interested, you know, they're always looking for people. So I was like, okay. So I went on down there, met with the manager, and he let me know that it was a jazz station, which honestly, the type of person I am, something like that, I'm not gonna be picky about it. Like, even if it was classical, I still would do it because I'm all about gaining the experience. Okay. So I wouldn't have been picky no matter what it was. But jazz was like, okay, now I know a little bit about jazz. Just
right.
So went in there. He sat with me. I sat with him during his first session because he had like an early Monday morning. So I sat with him. He did Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I sat with him doing that. And I just got to, you know, just kind of be in the station. We had, we weren't automatic, we weren't fancy.
Right.
You know, like they are now. We had like the actual CDs. So just
but you had to put in a little deck.
Yeah. So I got to like choose. We had like a chart on the clock that you would pick an album from each section or, you know, whatever theme it was for jazz. So I would get to go through, pick what I want. I could pick whichever song I wanted. So, you know, it's like that. So
right.
I got into it.
That's how you got into it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a jazz connoisseur. I love jazz.
Okay.
And it's a sophisticated sound that we created in our community. And so it's the first original musical art form in America that was created here in America by us, our community. And I love it. And to have it here at my station, really? I had, you know, somebody that was an aficionado supposed to, oh, come on, man. I'd rather have somebody young, somebody that can bring something new to the vibe, you know. And for you to say, yeah, I want to do jazz.
Because I love being in the radio station. Like, and I would be there by myself. So, just like being there. Like it was very calming.
Right.
It was a moment for those few hours where I just, didn't have to worry about, other stuff. I was just there, just me and music and just doing my thing.
Doing your thing in there.
Yeah.
How long did you do it?
Woo! For about 2.5 years. I think it was about 2.5 years.
And you were locked in at that point.
Yeah.
You became a radio DJ.
Mm-hmm.
And you got the little voice, because you ain't, the one thing that I started to do in radio was I just had to be natural.
Yeah.
Everybody tried to, I don't do none of that. I'm just a natural dude. I play what I naturally like to listen to. And I do what's really naturally who I am. And when you do that, what'll happen is your show will start taking on a personality. Like today, we real calm and we real serious. Corey will tell you most days it's like we turn it up.
Yeah.
I'm in here with some yin yang twins.
I love it.
What?
I love it.
I'm off the meat up in here, but this the King holiday. We got to be serious. This is one of those inflection points in our lives where we got to say, listen, we done celebrated another year that our leader during a period it's been gone. And this is his holiday. We got to wake up and start taking ourselves and our community serious.
Right.
And start holding ourselves accountable for getting better. I like to say this, and I learned this from my family. Just look at us. We got to look ourselves in the mirror and say we better than this. We better where we are today. We got to say we better than this, and we got to stand up, clean ourselves up, and get better. Because we better than this. My daughter brought home a report card a couple of weeks ago, and she was like, but Daddy, look what I did. I moved my grades from here to here, but I know my child. And I said to her, I said, you did better, but you're better than this. And she couldn't get it at 13. You should be happy that I did all this. No, I'm going to be happy when you start showing me your true potential, because you're not really trying and you pass. Imagine if you put the effort in and try to be better. Imagine where you would be, right? And so she mad at me right now. You know what I'm saying?
It's like that. It's like that sometimes.
Right. She's 13, so she. Well, give me some advice, Nia. What I needed. She full of herself. She full of fashion right now, and she can't dress well nothing. She's. When I was coming up, everything had to match. Everything, the color coordination.
I know, it's all about color blocking. Like this, like somebody probably like, what she got on?
Right. But my daughter's like that. Dad, you don't understand, and I'm sitting here.
It works.
Right. I don't get it though.
It works.
Because when I was coming up, you had to wear all the same brands together. You remember that, Carter?
Oh, now I do believe in doing, like, if you gonna wear, you don't have on no Nike with some Adidas shoes. That's disrespect.
Right. Yeah. It was like that when we came up. It was called being prepped. Remember that, Corey?
Yeah.
Corey, he over there doing the E-trade right now. He just got that money.
He making some more money.
Yeah, he over there making that money, moving money around. That's it, man. Cut me a little piece of it, Corey. All right, Nia, I'm going to give you the last word. You got the last word. I want to thank you for coming in today, being a woman of your word, coming in. I want to thank your dad for reaching out to you and telling you, hey, Nia, this might be the spot. And I want to thank you for saying and agreeing that you're going to bring your show to the mix. I appreciate that. So how you like it so far?
I love it so far. I love stuff like this. I tell people all the time. Actually, how I even decided I wanted to do like journalism in the first place was because I used to get in trouble so much at school for talking.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like,
are you serious?
Yes.
You used to get in trouble?
Yes. They used to have to set me. So I went to a Montessori school.
Okay.
And Montessori is it's like more of a free environment.
Free environment.
More hands-on, more. The classroom I was in, after a little parent-teacher conference, they decided I had to have a special little table in the corner where I would just be by myself and do work because I took too much.
Right.
So after a while, I just say, you know what? I'm gonna go to school to learn how to talk, and y'all gonna cut me a check for this because this is ridiculous.
Right. I wish they would have had some Montessori when I was coming up.
I love it.
They had sped classes. That's what I was in. You didn't have to. I'm just telling my testimony. You're not gonna make usher of the year at the church. You can forget that.
I'm not a
I'm saying missionary either. You not. They not gonna vote you. I'm taking. I tell my testimony. You in there just. I was in them sped classes. Boy. Swear to God. But they didn't call them sped when I was a little boy. They call them want class. You had to wear. Don't. You gonna. We got all these people.
Oh,
This lady. Corey, you see this?
Yeah.
I'm telling you right there. In my face. I'm telling you, that bitch daughter now. In my face. She's not hesitating. Getting her giggle on. She got a giggle permit. I swear to God. In her pocket. Yeah, but they call them want class. You had to wear that hat. They made us wear hard hats to school when I was a kid. They did. I gotta get out of here. I can't believe you laughed at me on. I swear to God. All right, last word, man.
Oh man, so everybody just stay out there, be blessed, stay prayed up for sure. Be safe, be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah.
Just always be the best person you can be. Love hard, love truly. And
Any shout outs you
I
wanna?
said what I said.
Any shout outs you wanna give before we get out of here today?
Oh man, first and foremost, I always gotta give a shout out to God because without him I am nothing.
Thank you.
Gotta give a shout out to my parents, my mom and dad. Love you guys. Gotta give a shout out to my man, Nate Thomas. Shout out to my people in Memphis, Tierra, Kaylin, Bria, Leah, Bria, my god baby Caleb. Yeah. Shout out to my sister out in Hawaii, Rachel. I love you.
Rachel?
Yes.
Okay.
Sister.
Okay. Well, all right. I got to get out of here. Listen, I've enjoyed you. I really have.
Thank you.
I'm
I love being here.
Hey, your dad, hey, you love that dude life, right? So when he tell my daughter, this guy, people put, like my daddy, my son. And then people meet me and, they, he was a spare kid, Junior. You ain't have to laugh. You didn't. But you really special. I'm talking about you the whole thing. And so you are the best.
Thank you.
You are absolutely the best. I can't wait to get started on your show. And we're gonna make this thing really, 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 really go off. I'm telling you. Y'all can get ready because when we bring on this jazz show, it's gonna be spectacular. And we're gonna have everybody to support it. So y'all look forward to it. When you gonna launch your show? Give you a week or so. She told me, yeah. All right, we're gonna do some warm up before you.
Yeah.
We'll do some warm up.
Before we solidify,
we're gonna do some warm ups.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all, we have been celebrating our king, and that's Dr. Martin Luther King's holiday today. I meant it from my soul when I said it to you all. That this is not a day off, this is a day on. We got work to do, and I want to tell you from one family member to another, I know for a fact that we can do better than we have been, okay? I'm going to commit myself to do better and let you commit yourself to do better too. I want to leave y'all with this. I got to get out of here, but remember this, always hold your head up high, stick your chest out wide, and remember that an ancestor of ours paid a price that you can't imagine just to get us to this moment. So I need y'all to do me a big favor. Stand up straight and own it. Go out today and win on purpose, knowing that your tough times, they don't last always. You are the living proof that it's tough people that truly do. And my friend EJ, he taught me a valuable lesson, and that is we are all we got, people. And guess what I've learned? That's all we need. So until tomorrow, when I'll stand up loud and proud and yell out, all aboard this money train, I need y'all to do me a huge favor to that. Could y'all call mama and daddy and tell them to call your sisters and your brother? Could y'all call Lottie Dottie and everybody and tell them DC is the biggest boss that we've seen thus far? I love y'all, and I'm going to talk to y'all tomorrow.